1997 Toyota Tercel. They ain't got an engine swap on here, so we're gonna try and show you this today. This engine may be able to come out from the top, but it looks like it's better to do it like a Honda and just drop it from the bottom, guys. So we got let's give you some light. Just give me the lights. Yeah. Yeah. Bad shots, but struts. But anyway, on this side we had to loosen these two because the one bolt at the bottom was a pain in the butt. But naturally you can unbolt the 3 bolts that goes under the bottom of here. But we took these two loose on this side. Of course, release your tie rod in. Release the 2 bolts here. Take the CV axle out. You can kind of let it hang if you want to. They're kind of a pain to get out. Right now we haven't taken loose any of this because we're gonna see if we can just drop it with it. Bro over here just found out that the whole harness comes out of this box right here. So you got 3 main clips, 2 plugs, 2 plugs. All right, 2 plugs, pop them out, and the whole harness comes down with it.
That and that.
Disconnect, what do we say? This, that, and that. Yeah, take all that loose.
Bada boom.
Boom,
Bada boom.
boom,
Bada boom.
and bing. So snatch them guys off, and that's pretty much the harness that comes with it. So everything can go with it from the transmission on down. After that, we got 1 bolt over here on the side that you see that you could take loose, or there's 2 bolts at the bottom right here. Let me see if I can get to them right there. Those 2 bolts, you can take those loose at a drop, depending on how you want to do it. And then on this side, you can see that right there, there's 2 bolts here, 1 bolt over there, and that should release the motor from this side when you're ready to drop it. And there's 1 mount in the back that I'll show you guys later, because I can't show you now. Oh yeah, don't forget that ground strap. Don't forget that ground strap right there. Yes, buddy. Disconnect the exhaust. It's just 2 bolts that look like this right here. 2 bolts like this. Go right up in it. The 14s. Zip them guys out. There's a clamp on the back of the hanger on the rear of the exhaust. So those 2 bolts are going up in here into the cat. And then you follow on down here. There's a hanger over here you're gonna snap off. And there's another clamp back here that you're gonna loosen up, and this will let this slide on out from the muffler and take the whole thing down and get it out the way. Even this side, we didn't take the axle out, we just let it hang out in there right now. Needs a bunch more stuff, but the motor is the big deal right now, and I think you can kind of see that mount down in there. That's the motor mount for the back, which is hooked up to the transmission, so I guess we'll call that the transmission mount. Yeah. Don't think it's too bad, but it's a little bit of work. Believe it or not, folks, you can still find these engines in the junkyards for around 600 bucks. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on where you're located. But yeah. All right, back to the basics. All right, and then we got a ground strap right up under here. It's right about there. See that ground strap right there? It goes in. Where's the hole? Right behind it. See the hole right behind it? Can you see it? Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Boom. So that goes in there. It's a 10mm bolt. Snatch that one out. Of course, you got to get these off. The cables, they got to come off. These are 2 12mm. Just unthread one of them. That'll pull the whole slot out. This metal slot down there, which will release your. You know, this thing wasn't hooked up anyway. It looked like it's broke, but it releases it from this and cruise control box over there. All right, that's another top tip from Help on the Way. You got some grounds in the back right there too. Those grounds right there go right back
full
there.
Of grounds, boy.
Yeah, it's grounds everywhere. Grounds everywhere. Grounds everywhere. All right. And what else we got going on here?
Okay, so what I just noticed.
Yeah, and bro just said there's the harness going in the firewall, so maybe this trick might not work. We don't know yet. We'll tell you in the end.
Still would have to do that to get it out anyway, to sling the harness over there.
Eddie say we still have to do it to sling the harness over there, so we're gonna just disconnect everything and slide it over that way, I guess. Take the power steering pump off, sit it over to the side. Take the compressor off. We're gonna sit that over to the side. Unless it ain't got no Freon, then we might just, you know,
Check that bearing.
gonna check that now and see. What
What
else?
them shit say?
We're gonna check and see if there's some Freon in that guy real quick.
Got
No Freon, we get to disconnect it. Take off the lines. Take off the lines. Take off the lines.
For the hell of it.
And don't forget this ground wire right here. Second bolt. And it goes here. You see that? Yeah, buddy. It goes there. Alright. So that's one more ground scrap. Oh yeah. This right here, you pull the cable out, 12 millimeter, slide that out, push that to the back, pull the whole damn thing up. What else? I snatched these off. That right there. Some little cover just to get it out the way so we can see up under here. And here's a better shot of that motor mount in the rear that attaches to the side of the transmission block. This one right here, we kind of left the bolt in just to give it some leverage for right now, because all of that's ate up, as you can see. It's all coming out with it. Car's old, man. I'm gonna tell you guys something. A lot of these cars don't. They have 160 to 200,000 mile range lifespan. So just going ahead and assume that at 160,000 miles, you're gonna have to start making major repairs to your vehicle. Meaning it's gonna be time for alternators. It's gonna be time for power steering components, alternators, starters, AC compressors, etc., etc., etc. Most of this stuff needs to be rebuilt or replaced somewhere around 160,000 miles. For anybody looking for the alternator on these, it's on the back. There's a 10 millimeter nut up here at the top, and there's a plug that pulls out part of the harness. You snatch that guy out. There's a bolt down here at the bottom and one at the top. I can't show you right now, but that's where it's located at. Your knock sensor's back here, which I don't think we pulled yet. So I'm going ahead and try and pull this knock sensor real quick, if I can. There we go. And that come off. You squeeze the top. Most of these are squeeze tops. Be careful with them. See if I can zoom in on it. Be careful with the squeeze tops because they do crack or break. I couldn't zoom in. Okay, cool. They do crack or break, but you squeeze on. Basically, I mean, if you're under here, you should know this part. You're gonna squeeze that, and push it in, pull out, type of deal. Starter's back here in the back too. I went on ahead and put the bolt back on because it's just easier to keep up with stuff. On the starter, there's a plug that goes into here, and then there's the wire, the hot wire goes on the, come on focus, goes on to here. This bolt right here is just, it's on there now because I put it on with the damn ratchet gun, but you know, hey, I'd rather put it back than to lose it. Yeah, but this one's got a litany of issues already. I mean, like CV axle needs to be replaced, struts needs to be replaced. Here we go, tie rod in, inner tie rod in, and the boot needs to be replaced. Tie rods is this a split one? I don't think that's a split one, but the one over here is a split one right here. Of course, that's all split up and broken. CV axle on the driver's side as well needs to be replaced. Driver's side strut needs to be replaced. Look at that right there. That's the transmission mount needs to be replaced. It's not bad. It's 2 bolts that hold it in. 1 bolt on the outside, which I think is a 17 or something like that. That's the one I showed you guys earlier. Not a bad fix on these cars. They're not too bad. And yeah, they were some well-liked cars, so I think it's worth the fix to put a couple of grand into something and not have payments. I know that's crazy in a world full of people who love to make payments, but y'all haven't paid attention to the economy lately. You might need to be fixing what you got and just hold it. Look at that alternator. Oh my God, had a bad oil leak. She got a new water pump on there. I might throw that on the new used engine and put that back. Well, these right here is where you actually have access to your torque converter bolts. I think there was like 5 or 6 of them in there. You had to snatch out, get all the bolts from the bottom, you know, first, because once it's down, it's gonna be a little hard to get to some of that stuff. We went on ahead and drained it already. Let's see, what else can I show you from here? What we did is loosened up the fittings on the, that's just one bolt here, and there's one on the top as well. And took all that out since it didn't have any Freon in it. Of course, this is another junkyard motor, but don't know how many miles on this one. The one we got was fairly new still. They've been sitting on it for a while, so hopefully it's still good. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it right now. We're about ready to drop this thing down to the ground, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. And we'll see where we go from there. And eventually you'll get to this point. Yeah. It's raining, it's pouring.
Tell that chick to change the mounts, man.
This old Honda Toyota snoring. Yeah. Ooh, look at the mounts, boy. Oh man, that's great.
I ain't got shit.
Perfect mounts. Perfect mounts. I'm talking about them, great. Look at that one. Great. Perfect mounts. Perfect mounts. I think that'll hold up for another 50,000 miles or so. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining.
Oh, this is one of the less mess we've ever created.
New motor in. You know, it's kind of new. They say it's new. They say it's new. I'm just gonna say it's new-ish. But, you know, ain't nothing new when it comes from 1997. So, hey, sitting around at the yard for a while and they said it's a good one. Let's see. Yeah, what it's gonna sound like when we crank her up. Oh, we got action. We got action. Oh. I hear some sounds I don't like. I'm gonna have to check out. Most definitely gonna have to check out these sounds and make sure there ain't nothing internal going on. But she starts on a dime. Pretty good start. Turn it off. Let's do it again. Oh yeah. Cranks right up. All right. Sounds good to me right now. Oh yeah, torque converter plate was just a little too close. Back it up and she sounds like a BU. Oh my God, thank you Puppy Dog over at Quality Used Auto Parts in Fayetteville. Puppy Dog came through in the clutch and gave boy something decent. As always, you know, as far as I'm concerned. Woo, woo, puppy! Yeah, buddy. She don't drive bad. Need some little miscellaneous stuff, probably strut shocks, some other little mess probably, but man, this thing drive good. I see why you ain't want to get rid of it. Yeah, buddy. I see why you ain't want to get rid of her. My phone's so blurry because I'm hot. My bad. But yeah. Test drove it a few times. Feel good. And yeah, I think we about ready to go. Because I've been going. Why shouldn't you? Let's do it. There we go. Now we got some vision. A little bit. It's tripping a little bit. But yeah. There we go. But yeah, feel good. Feel like a 2009 Toyota Tercel. Yeah, buddy. All right. So you come get it when you're ready. Because we done.